Steady!
300 strangers, all striving to become, in the great theatrical tradition, chums, dear hearts, friends for life. Did anyone marry or divorce or fall in love? Well, Glenys White had a nice surprise. The eldest amateur was well into the 70s, and for the young, the news of a gig at the Redgrave went round the town like wildfire.
Good afternoon, Redgrave Theatre. Yes, we're still taking names for Cavalcade. Are you under 16? You're 11. Right, well, if you can come along to the next rehearsal and bring with you 2 photographs and also a copy of your birth certificate.
And you can't get a tent?
Well, it's not. I mean, there are a number of problems. There's the grass.
The unexpected problem is not where to put them on stage, but what to do with them when they're not.
And we tried the army.
Is there anywhere in the theatre we could put them? I mean, could we put them in the theatre?
Well, I suppose there's the office, but I mean, you know, it would cause chaos,
Right.
really.
Well, look, if your mum's got any questions, would you get her to ring us and we'll be able to explain everything to her? So that's Sunday at 2 o'clock. All right, then. Bye-bye.
Can you get anything else other than
What
a
about a
tent?
horse box?
No, it's not big enough.
Cattle trucks?
Well, if there must be something bigger. I mean,
Juggernauts.
how many will we get in each
40
one?
foot long.
And juggernauts it was. 6 of them.
Keep coming. Come on. Come on.
Theatre manager Peter Bentley Stevens
Keep coming.
doing an unaccustomed bit of directing.
Now, the trucks are going to have to be washed and cleaned out. Yeah. We've had fruit in them.
There are 3 lots of men,
Yeah.
but they all go down in their finale costumes.
Yes.
They change all on the way around.
Yeah.
They all go through that door at the end. They divide into 3. One lot turns into invalids,
One lot turns into the outgoing troop.
and the other ones have got
The other ones
to
are
change for the finale. But they all got to sing. That's the important
That's
thing.
right.
And so, with only 3 days to the opening night, the professionals and amateurs at last met on a nervous, rainy Sunday. Sherlock Holmes closed the night before, and its set was struck. Jenny Wilson drove to the rehearsal rooms and had to be coaxed from the car, so nervous was she.
Don't be too sweet to me, Joey. I don't want to disgrace myself to behave badly.
You couldn't behave badly.
How funny. Do you know Robert said that to me years and years ago? I must be very dull and unimaginative to be so reserved. It was the Boer War then. This is very, very different.
Bye, darling.
Goodbye, darling. Take care of yourself.
Are you glad to have got it over?
Glad we've got today.
Yes.
I mean, nothing could be so bad again. I mean, you know what
Well,
I mean.
I know.
Well,
I
that's
know.
why I sat in the car.
Yes,
I
well, you
was so
don't
frightened,
know quite.
you
I mean, coming in and seeing the place solid with
I know.
cars and
It's
all
just
those
been us.
lorries and everything else for the first time.
Yeah, it's like being naked.
Yes.
See?
Yeah,
Like,
so-
we're
for the
terribly
first
naked.
time. But the great thing is to realise that they all felt the same. Of course, I mean, they were all very worried because they were saying this afternoon they're coming. You're going to meet them for the first time, and that's the excitement of telling a story because no one knows quite what's coming next. They don't know,
No.
and you don't
No.
know.
No.
And when you first see crowds of people out there.
John Hughes, Uncle George, has made sure that he's got room.
I do like to be beside the seaside. I do like to be beside the sea. I do like to stroll along the prom, where the brass bands play heavily on, So just let me be beside the seaside. I'd be beside myself in me. There are lots of girls beside. I should like to be beside the seaside. Beside the sea. Thank you very much. Take a bow. What did you say on Abel? Gertrude Lawrence, well, you should do well. Right. You are my honey, honeysuckle, I am the bee. I'd like to sip the honey sweet from those red lips you see. I love you dearly, and I hope that you love me. You are my honey, honeysuckle, I am the bee.
It's Mrs. Crippen that gets on my mind. Poor dear, being all chopped up in a little tiny pieces.
Now, you are my honey, honeysuckle, I am the bee. You are my honey, honeysuckle, I am the bee.
Well, if it is over the top, what the hell?
That would be all right for a party.
Oh, yes.
I don't know how I'm going to get it all done. I've got loads of stuff to make.
I could quite easily go up there and buy you some.
And so for 6 glorious weeks of rehearsal, the Redgraves have been host to these 300 amateur actors drawn together from all over Surrey and Hampshire.
Yes, I do want you.
And now it's 5 o'clock on the night of the first night, and the amateur dressing rooms, those rented container lorries, are ready for a little theatrical madness.
Yeah,
No, that's a man's one.
I don't care.
Come on. Oh, here's one over here. Here.
Queenie, you're a spoil sport. My
Gosh,
God.
we're never going to get any room to put our costumes.
Well, at least they've taken the horse out.
Let's get rid of all these
Freezing,
battles.
Gwyneth.
It's just cold. I hope it's not as cold as it's
Gwyneth Walker and Lydia Quick are just 2 of hundreds signing in tonight, all of them with 8 changes of costume, a dozen entrances, and enough stage exposure to make a resting professional actor weep.
Yes, indeed.
Now, here I am. I'm here to dance this evening. I dance the waltz in the waltz scene, and that's my partner, Philip. Right, that's...
Hey, your costume sorted out.
Oh, David, got a bit of a problem with the ballroom scene tonight.
Yeah.
3 of the people who are involved in it are members of the Farnham Operatic Society, and they've got a committee meeting on
3 men, I
Yeah.
imagine.
6 o'clock, director David Horlock faces panic backstage.
What about reserves?
Well, no, you see, one's gone to America, and the other one's wife's having a baby.
Look, they must be able to get out of their committee meeting just for about 20 minutes, provided they come to the ball.
Yes.
Ring them up.
All right.
Say that if they're here by 8:30, they'll be back at their meeting by 10 to 9. They'll have to go to their meeting in white tie and tails.
20 minutes out.
But yes, they have 20 minutes out and they can come in and that'll solve our problem.
By 7:30, that familiar sinking feeling has begun.
And the Daily Telegraph are going to be coming on Monday, so that'll be in one day next week, one imagines. We are going to heat the vans during the day. We can't heat them during the evening. But if we heat them during the day, at least the clothes will be warmer and they won't be cold for you to put on. What I'd like to ask is if anybody has an air heater, one of those air blower heaters.
Right. Turn right. Then you're going to the left. Turn left. Up to the middle.
Turn
and
up.
back.
Yeah.
Up to the middle.
Turn
Under.
And there is on this first night the splendour of a play within a play, the attendance of Her Royal Highness Princess Alexandra and Mr. Angus Ogilvy.